Hello and welcome, one and all, to the very first live stream awards event for SLR. With the end of the season completed, the titles have been decided, all the congratulations and plaudits have been dished out. This event is to celebrate and remember that season, and to give recognition to the drivers, to the champions, to the standout performers, and especially to the beating heart of SLR, the admin and the FIA team, as well as the content creators and commentators.
And to spice things up this evening, we'll have montages from all the tiers covering some of the best moments, and they will also sum up the story of each tier. We'll be having a quick quiz relating to the season and the overall SLR lore, and you can be sure that those with deep knowledge of the league will succeed in that, so time to test that. And also up for grabs an F1 game giveaway. One lucky person will bag themselves a copy of the upcoming F1 25 game for PC.
Yes, and there will also be a number of awards given out this evening covering a number of categories like Driver of the Season and Future Talent. The winner of each category will have been voted for by the drivers themselves. We'll also be talking to all the champions of their respective tiers and getting insights on their emotions as the season unfolded. All of this and more to come, hosted by myself, Tipsy Bob, and the wonderful and magnificent Brother Joel.
And let's get this show on the road, shall we? So our first award is the Gentleman's Award. Now, these were all voted as by the drivers. One award given out for each tier. And the Gentleman's Award, our first award this evening, is to give recognition to drivers whom are the most sporting and the cleanest, the most honourable and the most gentlemanly. A driver with impeccable respect for all those around him and is also respected by others. So Bob, could we please have the Gentleman's Award for Tier 3, please?
Most certainly, sir. So I'm just going to just siphon through my details here to see if I can find it. So, yes, we are on the Gentleman's Award, Joel. Yes. So
Yep.
we are going to announce the winner for the Gentleman's Award for Tier 3. Is that correct, Joel?
Correct.
Okay. Let me just open the little envelope.
Hope you've all got your suit and tie on.
Oh, yes, I've got my suit and tie and I'm ready to rock. Okay, so, drum roll. The winner for the Gentleman's Award for Tier 3 goes to Ocean Chief.
Well done,
Round of
Ocean
applause for
Chief. We'll be speaking to him in a bit in the Tier 3 driver interviews. What about Tier 2, Tipsy?
Okay, so moving on to Tier 2. Who indeed gets the Gentleman's Award for being the most sporting in Tier 2? I can now announce, I can reveal the winner of Tier 2 is Ocean Chief again.
Right, there we go. I wonder who Tier 1 is. Oh wait, Chief didn't race in Tier 1, so it's not going to be a hat trick. Tier 1, who's won it for Tier 1?
Okay, so it's a good job Chief isn't racing that because he probably would, yes, take a hat trick indeed. So having a look at all the votes by all the drivers, remember the drivers vote for these awards, these winners, and so the Tier 1 results are in, and the winner for the Gentleman's Award for Tier 1 goes to Jammy.
Well done to Jammy, and we can see all the award winners for the Gentleman's Award up on screen there. Just to confirm, Tier 1, Jammy, well done to him, and Tier 2 and 3, Ocean Chief, struggling to carry 2 trophies off the podium.
Joel, if I could just point out, just in the chat, Chief saying that he says, I'd like to thank my mum, your mum, and his mum.
Classic victory speech. And moving on, the next award is the Quali Merchant Award. So this award is the driver that always shines in quali and always finds those extra tenths to take pole or nab top place for the race. So, Tipsy, could we please have the Quali Merchant Award for Tier 3?
Certainly, sir. So As we've said before, the drivers all voted for these winners of each respective category, and so the tier 3, votes have been calculated, and the results are in. And I can reveal we have a tied winner of Quality Merchant for tier 3. The tied winners go to Eagle Ghost and Keyboard Magnuson.
Well done to those two. And we're going to throw it over to our statistics studio with Eversnacks, the stats man. He's got some key stats to point out to us as to why these two have been the best qualifiers of the season. Here it is.
Hello and welcome for the first time to the Stats with Snacks segment, where we talk about all of the stats about your awards winners. For the first one, we have a tie for the Tier 3 Quali Merchant between Eagle Ghost and Keyboard Magnuson. For Keyboard Magnuson, we have to say his average qualifying was a 3.7 across the season. He took 2 poles, and not only that, but he still gained 0.6 positions in the races on average. Eagle Ghost, on the other hand, had an average qualifying of 3.1. What an amazing position to be on average. He took 4 poles in only 9 races, and he has twice as many poles as he took any other positions in qualifying.
There we go. Thank you to Eversnacks, our resident stats guru, for pre-recording those little nuggets there for us. And moving on, who is the winner for Tier 2, please, Tipsy?
Okay, it's a wonderful voice listening to Snacks. I like to hear a wee bit of Snacks on comms and on VC. But yes, moving on to the Quality Merchant for Tier 2. And we also have another tied result. The drivers in Tier 2 have voted, and they have awarded the Quality Merchant Award for Tier 2 to go to Lepsin and Horizon.
Very well done to those two. Let's see what Snacks has to say.
Back to the stats with another tie for the Tier 2 Quali Merchant. Horizon and Lepson tied in votes here. Horizon taking an average qualifying position of 4.4, but not only that, but he finished in the top 5 in qualifying 7 out of 10 of the races he attended. Lepson, on the other hand, had an average qualifying position of 3.4, and he took 3 poles over the course of the season, which is most by far of any full-time Tier 2 driver.
Excellent stuff. And moving swiftly on, the final Quali Merchant Award, this time for Tier 1. Who's it going to be?
Okay, the Tier 1 award for Quality Merchant is not tied. Someone has been voted the sole winner of this one. And the drivers have voted the Quality Merchant for Tier 1 goes to Christian.
Well done, Christian. And we will have a look at what Snacks thinks about that.
Your Quali Merchant for Tier 1 was Christian, and by quite a far margin, which is backed up by the stats as well. With an average qualifying position of 2.9, he took the best qualifying this season out of anyone in SLR. He took 3 poles over the course of the season, which is, funnily enough, the same amount as he took any positions that were out of the top 3.
Excellent stuff. And that wraps up the Quali Merchant Award and our first 2 award segments of the evening. Tipsy, no doubt we will be excited to learn about who else has won an award later on in the evening. A couple more to come. But for now, we're going to move on to our first tier focus segment, and Tier 3 is going to come first. We're going to watch a quick video, which is lovingly made by yours truly, Ocean Chief, which outlines the story of the season for those who have not watched it from start to finish. And after that, we will be live interviewing the World Drivers' Champion and the World Constructor Champion. So take a look and enjoy this video put together by Chief.
And there's our grid with the 5 lights.
He's looking on the Johnny's. Oh, setting it up.
Oh!
Keyboard Magnussen comes to the last corner and club onto the Hamilton straight to win turn 3.
And tier 3 on the way. Tilde side by side. Oh my god, Tilde sending it. Keyboard Mac in P1. It's our 5 lights going out now. Good start for both the Williams.
It's Keyboard Magnussen who does his start ritual again to P3.
Oh no. Oh, Tilde's getting the switch back. Side by side through the first sector. It's a full safety car. Oh my god, that's the
Chief.
greatest opportunity for Chief. Chief is the luckiest person. Oh my god, no.
No, what happened
Oh
there?
my god.
And it's through goes Magnussen, through goes Chief as well. Then there is the train from Tilde with damage, with 2 brothers in DRS. He's going red today to Northern Ireland. Is Mr. Ocean Chief.
Away we go!
Oh, Keyboard's going for the move. He said, I want to lead the straight.
Oh, Eagle goes!
Oh no! I saw no! Oh, look at Philly!
Everybody behind Keyboard Mag is just.
Boost
Oh
is in the
god,
wall.
this
Is that
is.
a full safety car? Yes, it is. Now he's to the line. And there is our winner, as predicted by Christian. There is Ocean Chief on the pit lane. He's gonna be behind the train on the freshest mediums. I think he is in contention to win this. I think Chief's gonna stick it. I think he's gonna do it. Let's see it. In the inside, and that's a great overtake for Chief to turn 1. Oh no, I saw a bit of a snap of Tilde. Ocean Chief said, thank you for that. I'm ghosting through you. And Larson is in medium, so Larson gonna give the place, I'm pretty sure. He doesn't defend it. Ocean Chief takes the lead. Leader of the championship.
It's brave, it's bold, and it's Ocean Chief who's winning the race.
That's the goal. And he says it better call him Ocean Chef because he is cooking.
5 lights in Singapore, and Keyboard Mac is taking the lead of this race today. Magnetic is going for the move, and it's done it beautifully.
No, Tilde on the inside.
No! Don't try it!
Oh, that's his ballsy. That is really ballsy. He takes home a very dominant victory.
Yeah.
Mr. Keyboard, I
And
applaud
our
you.
5 lights in Jeddah are going out now. If
Eagle Ghost has DRS as well. But Eagle Ghost is using his overtake button and he's gonna go past Ocean Chief.
yeah, Eagle Ghost won the race.
And light's gonna be out, and away we go. On the inside, 3 wide in turn 1. They keep each other alive, but Keyboard Magnussen is taking the lead. And he's going around the outside, there's a little touch, and Keyboard is staying in the lead. But there comes Joel. Joel on the inside, on the soft tire, dominating the Belgian Grand Prix, taking his 3rd win this season, if I'm correct. And that's a big win, because now for the championship.
And they get away. It looks like Magnussen has got a good start.
This is epic yummy. We got a championship battle
Yeah.
going on here.
The
They
team
are-
champion protagonist in 1 and 2.
Overtake critical, overtake critical. And there
Yeah,
he
he
goes on
does
the
it.
inside. Mr. Main and Mr. Magnetech, they found each other again.
Again.
Hey you, they saying, and he's on the inside. But let's go to our winner of today. It's our keyboard warrior, closing the championship.
They are out for the final time. Oh no! What the hell just happened? No! Oh my god, he almost got a 10-second time penalty.
Eagle Ghost is our new track leader. This is gonna be very close at the end, my friend. I'm hyped. Are you?
Chief is right at the back of Keyboard Mac. He gets the slipstream.
Yeah.
Will he secure it? Yes! Oh my god!
I think it's enough. I think we have the winner of 2-3. It's fucking amazing. It's Ocean.
And there is
So that rounds up the montage, lovely by Chief. And we are proud to say that we have Mr. Chief in it, the gentleman himself, Mr. Chief, live in the comms booth here with us for a lovely little interview. Hello, Chief.
Hello, guys. Hello.
It's lovely to have you here, my man. You're doing pretty good here in these awards. People are rating you quite highly as a gentleman, and as I know you personally in real life, I can vouch for it. He is very much a lovely gentleman. Anyway, let's get it on with. We have questions to ask you, Chief, about Tier 3. So, moving on to our first question, which is you were consistently in the high points positions and let others make mistakes around you. How did you keep a cool head in pressure moments?
Uh, Good question. I think I lost it a few times in the races, but yeah, it's just experience, Bob. And I know you've plenty of experience, but I just relied on that experience, tried to keep calm. But I have to say, as the season kind of went on, there was 2 points in it going into the last race, so there was a lot of pressure, and I don't deal well with pressure. But I just tried to go into every race and just have a bit of fun and try to finish as high up as possible, and it seemed to work in the end. And I'm hearing there's no sound as well, by the way.
Yes, I'm just being told by Kitty that nobody can hear us.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife just came in and says she can't hear me. I think.
But
Yes,
I
my
mean,
wife said exactly the same thing.
you can hear, but it's not loud enough, or there's no sound.
It's there, but on 1% or something.
Okay, I've got the stream on here. Let me see.
So that's it. So Iceman saying that Joel sounds fine, but the others are quiet or very distant.
Okay, let me see if I can.
So nothing really changed there. So I'm just curious what's causing these audio levels. I don't know if anyone can hear
Interesting.
me still, but Jamie says that Joel has just blown my eardrums off when he started to speak.
What about now? Let's see if this works.
Ah, yes, Ice is saying it's good now.
Okay.
Let's do that again.
Let's try that again, Chief.
Apologies.
Let's see if you can. Yeah, if you can remember. Yeah, let's see the chatter all popping off here. Good, so they can hear us now. Excellent. So they didn't hear all the compliments that I was paying you, Chief, about how gentlemanly you are. But listen, I don't need to talk about that. Everybody knows you're top bloke. We'll get on to the question again. And the question that the folks missed out on was, excuse me, I'm choking on myself here. You were consistently in the high points positions and let others make mistakes around you. How did you keep a cool head in pressure moments?
Yeah, I just relied on the experience. I've been doing this for a while, from I think the league started in 2018 and even before that. So yeah, I was just able to rely on that. Also, I had a very good engineers and Icewind, Tanari, even our gamer helped me out. Jammy as well. Yeah, it kept me calm. But the pressure did build up as the season went on. It went down to 2 points into the final race, and yeah, I just tried to keep my cool and just do my best in each race. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that, Chief. As you said yourself, I've been racing pretty much the same length of time as yourself. So you can afford to just, you can read situations pretty well and you think, you know what, this moment's getting a little bit hairy. I'm going to just drop back a little bit. And as I used to say in my final race in tier, I used to say that I would always leave, you know, like people talk about like a car's width or a car's distance. I often found I would leave a crash distance so that if anything happened ahead of me, I could avoid it, which helped. And that's basically what I think you were doing as well. You were tapping into that experience and it done well. But yeah, as you said, I think all the contenders will probably be able to attest to this, is that as the season progresses and you know it's getting tight and your rival is right there, this everything just seems to be extra more difficult. Like a lap that you could do no problem seems to be much more um, exhausting just to do. So, yeah, I think a lot of the guys here can relate to that, Chief. But moving on to our next question, in Brazil, if you can remember that far back, Chief, um, how confident were you that you could catch up to Keyboard and overtake him in time?
Yeah, that was a wild race. I wasn't very confident. I mean, it was like a familiar feeling when I came out of the pits and saw the keyboard was way up the road, and I've been in that situation many a time. Like even the race before in Miami, I was 6 seconds behind him. I was able to catch him by 4 seconds. The last lap, it wasn't enough, and I just felt like it was probably the same story going to replay. But I just felt like it's the final race. I'll just give it my all. I did plenty of practice, so I just was able to rely on that experience. And yeah, I mean, I have to point out as well that keyboard ran out of fuel on the last lap, so that obviously helped me a lot. But yeah, that was a wild race. And you know, from doing the montage as well, I recognized that there were so many moments in that season where if one thing went a different way, like it would be a different story. Like 2 points is nothing. So it was very tense, and it was incredible to be a part of that.
Yeah, it was very. I think I said to you privately before. It kind of reminded me of that um, Brazil race when Hamilton was in the McLaren and he had to get, I think, P5. I think I'm sure the guys will keep me right here, but I think he had to get P5 to beat Massa, and he done it on was it the last corner or something like that. So yeah, a lot of drama. But keyboard was quite a for me watching tier three. He was quite. And I've raced keyboard a long time, you know, as just as long as you have. He's always been really good guy, good driver. But he had so much straight line speed with that with 0-0 wings, and you know it just made so many people's life hell. Not on a bad reason, just that straight line speed, which leads me on to my final question nicely, which was how did you indeed manage to combat Keyboard Magnuson's straight line speed?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I think you know, like I say, when I was doing the tier montage, I recognized there were several points in the season where things happened, not just to me, but to keyboard. For example, in Italy, he had a spin on the very last corner in the last lap, and it took him out of the points. And if he had just finished, you know, like P8 or P9, he would have took the championship. Um, so I mean, over the season, he did have some races where he just ran away, and it was almost like he was dominating tier three at points, and then other races where he wasn't. You know, things didn't go his way, and that's kind of mindset I had going into the last race. I knew that things happen in a race, you know what I mean, and you can't the luck, you know, can't always be on your side. And I felt like it was time for a bit of luck to come my way, and it did in the end. It all came together, so it was just incredible to be a part of. And you know, it going to the final race and the manner in which it played out, it was just incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, and the boys in chat are keeping me right here. They're watching listening to every word I say, which is good, which is what I like to hear. They're correcting me that it was actually was it one or two, just a few things. Was that Eagle saying just Monza actually? He just used 0-0. I thought he had it more often than that, but so there you go. That's me corrected. The boys keeping a check on that. That's all the questions I have. But I think are we doing the constructors now as well, Joel? While we're at it, is Joel still there?
Yep. Yeah, let's
Okay.
let's go for it.
Yeah, well, we'll just get this over and done with. So the tier three constructors champion is also happens to be Chief as well, and of course futuristic in the Ferrari. Quite proud of that one myself. You know, having my tier three experience with the Ferrari, keeping the Ferraris on top. Chief, good job. But this question was more focused more towards futuristic, but he is unfortunately not able to be with us. But we've got the second best driver in Ferrari, which is Ocean Chief with us. And so I'll ask it to you, Chief. So futuristic, you took pole in Japan in an unconventional manner. Can you tell us, Chief, what happened during that race in quality for futuristic?
Yeah, it was quite incredible. I mean, we went out for a final run together, but we left it rather late. And as we were on our out lap, we realized we probably didn't have time to get to the line to start our final lap. So I asked if I could go ahead of him, and he obliged. I crossed the line with 5 seconds to spare. Futuristic crossed the line with like it was between 0 and 1 second. And because we were so close on that final run, he actually benefited a lot from Slipstream, and he took pole because of it. So it all played. It was complete calamity, you know, of errors, but it actually worked out in the end. And Futuristic took pole, and then we went on to pull off the 1-2 in the race. So it was a really good memory for both of us.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable, you know, watching tier three and watching to see how you guys progressed. And I know I think a lot of guys who were, you know, waiting for the start of that season when we seen the teams getting, you know, set out, I think we automatically had you down and futuristic as a real contender for that constructors because like you with your experience, and you do have quite a lot of pace, Chief, in the Ferrari. And Futuristic on his day is actually quite formidable too. A very experienced driver as well. So when you put that pairing, consistency, experience, and pace together, you're always going to have a really good shot at it. So, yeah, man. So congratulations anyway on your awards so far. And yeah, well done, Chief, again, just for myself, and I'm sure on behalf of everyone, for winning the title in Tier 3 and winning constructors. Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, Chief. So we will move on to our next award this evening, which is the Consistency King Award. Now, this award is given to the driver who has shown the most consistency over a season, always being in the points, in contention, and not making race-critical mistakes. Tipsy, would you do the honours, please, and reveal the Consistency King Award for Tier 3?
Most certainly, my man. So moving over to the Consistency Award, and let's get straight into it. The Tier 3 Award for Consistency King, as voted for by the Tier 3 drivers, is Ocean Chief.
Oh, another one. Come back, Chief, quick. You got another trophy.
Chief is scooping everything up here, Chief. Or Joel.
How about Tier 2?
So moving on to Tier 2, the Consistency King Award has been awarded to Danny Banani.
Well done to Danny, the champion of Tier 2, who we will be discussing shortly. And how about Tier 1?
And finally, moving on to Tier 1, the Consistency King, voted for by the Tier 1 drivers, is, I don't think there can be any surprise here, it goes to Justin.
Well done to Justin. And funnily enough, all three are the three champions of their respective tiers. So well done to those guys. I guess it tells us that consistency wins championships, and that can't be argued with. Let's have a listen to what Snacks has to say about these three winners.
Welcome back to Stats with Snacks, where we bring you the Tier 3 Consistency King, Ocean Chief. He is one of the only few drivers who had a 10-race point-scoring streak. He was only below 5th position once in the opener of the season, and he managed to beat Keyboard Magnussen's higher finishes over the season with a better average position. Your Tier 2 Consistency King vote went to Danny Banani with a 2.8 average finish over the course of the season. Not only that, but he also took 17.3 points on average, leading both of those stats by quite a gap to anybody else in Tier 2. Not only this, but he also did not DNF a single time this season. Your Tier 1 Consistency King vote went to Justin, and what an amazing season he had. He won 6 out of the 9 races he took part in, but potentially even more amazing, in all of the other races he took 2nd place. So that means he had a podium in every single race he took part in, and that is despite only taking 1 fastest lap.
Thank you ever so much to Eversnacks for those interesting stats. And backing up your votes, it looks like the general public of SLR certainly know their stuff when it comes to voting awards for drivers. Now, on to Tier 2, and this is our Tier 2 section. We'll be speaking to Horizon shortly. Unfortunately, Danny can't be with us this evening, so we will pick the brains of his teammate. But let's have a quick look at the Tier 2 standings before we do that, to refresh our mind of the season that has just gone. Danny in the McLaren is the eventual champion with 104 points over Horsey in the Mercedes with 90, and Lepson just missing out on that P2 in the last race with 87. A good result from Ocean Chief here too, who's in P5, of course also winning the Tier 3 championship, and Horizon, Danny's teammate, in P8 with 51 points. And let's not forget the constructors, 206 points for McLaren, a dominant season, and the Racing Bulls coming in close behind the two good friends Lepson and Chief. And what we'll do now is we'll pass it over to Horizon. Hello, Horizon. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great as far, and yeah, I have to admit it was a quite interesting season for me. I had many special moments, I want to say, and yeah, and overall, I'm pretty happy with the result. Like Tier 2 Constructor Championship in a row, or second in a row. Um, yeah, maybe it will be a third one in a row, but we will see that in the next game, aren't we?
Yeah, completely new game, new handling. Who knows who will be quickest? Just a few questions as if you were Danny, but see if you can answer them as best as you can. Danny raced just 10, just 6 races out of the 10, and he came into the season as your teammate part way through. What was it like changing teammate from Eversnacks to Danny, and how did you two get along?
Actually, it was a smooth transition between Eversnacks and Danny Banani. Danny Banani is also a very, very fast driver, so I think it wasn't, definitely wasn't a downgrade at all. It was maybe even an upgrade because you might know Eversnacks because he might be a bit um stinky. He wants yeah, he wants to set his mind through, and yeah, no one can talk around it. And but yeah, Danny Banani is a full team player. Well, Eversnacks is also a team player, but a special one, yeah, I have to admit. um but yeah, only 6 races attempt out of those 10, and still got the double amount of points I got. Absolutely amazing result, and fortunately, other snacks took away those first 50 points from Lepson, so Danny Banani could secure his championship for this season.
There you go, you did mention it, because Eversnacks did say that if he didn't get a mention during the Constructors' Championship, considering he got half the points, it would be pretty... he'd be pretty annoyed, apparently. So...
Can I just chip in there, Joel, and just say, yes, I was given strict instructions, Horizon, to listen very carefully to what you say. And if you did not give credit to Mr. Snacks, whom I believe got the same amount of points as you, I think he told me, then I was to scold you. But of course, you've behaved, so well done. I'll pass it back to Joel.
Damn.
And, you know, going into the last race in Brazil, there were 5 drivers that could have won the championship mathematically. How did you go about doing that, and how did you go about supporting your teammate in that race?
Um, Lepson might notice that I was holding him back as much as I could, especially in Sector 2. You might familiar with Sector 2 in Brazil. And yeah, I just focused on holding Lepson back as much as possible, so I could secure, or then he could secure a big enough gap between him and Lepson. But yeah, I'm repeating myself. Yeah, I just totally focus on team play, nothing else.
A bit like Sergio Perez.
Yeah, but I'm faster than Sergio Perez, I have to admit.
Probably. It's not hard at the moment, is it? Because he's not racing, so...
Yeah, duh. Bruh.
So thanks, Horizon, for standing in for Danny, and well done on a very successful season. 2 Constructors' Championships in a row, and you'll be hoping it's 3 in a row, so get on that game and start practicing quick.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you very much, Horizon, and maybe we'll see you back here next year. Who knows, maybe as a Drivers' Champion.
Yeah, well, if I stay like this at my consistency, I won't gonna be able to secure any driver championship in the next 5 years. But if I get a good enough teammate like Danny Banani or Eversnacks, or maybe Leipzig, I think the constructor championship will be as secured.
Great. Thanks for joining us, and see you soon.
Yeah, as
I
always.
think
See you.
he's going to make Lepson's day, saying that Lepson would be a good teammate. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He's repairing relationships after holding him up.
Yeah, that's right.
Well.
Thanks, Horizon.
Yeah,
Good
always.
luck.
Bye.
See you around. Bye bye.
Great. So we have interviewed the Tier 3 and the Tier 2 champions. Next on our agenda is the Future Talent Award. Now, this award is given to a driver that maybe showed the most potential in the season and has the ability to succeed in future seasons. Maybe they're new to the league, maybe they're a young driver, or maybe they're an old driver who has found a little bit of a spark in the season. So over to you, Tipsy Bob. Who is the Future Talent Award going to in Tier 3?
Thank you very much, Joel. Yes, the Future Talent Award, again, voted for by all the drivers. And although I didn't vote on it because I wasn't driver, I have to say I actually do agree very much so with this champion of this award. Okay, so because this person has definitely shown that they're going to be, if they stick at it, they're going to achieve good things here in SLR. So the Future Talent Award for SLR Tier 3 goes to Action Brother.
Well done.
Great lead driver.
Yeah, great. And brother of Eagle Ghost, of course, hasn't raced for a long period of time, but you can definitely see that he's got what it takes, especially with wheel-to-wheel racing. He's really come a long way during the season. How about Tier 2, please, Tipsy?
Okay, moving on to Tier 2. Congratulations, Action Brother. Well deserved, my man. Future talent for Tier 2, voted for by the drivers, I don't need to keep saying that, but I probably will, is Danny Benani.
Yeah, not a surprise. First time we've seen him in SLR, and he's dominated, has to be said, Tier 2, and he's won the championships. You can't get any better than that.
Okay, moving on to Tier 1, Future Talent. Interesting one, this, because this guy, I'm pretty sure he is a champion. But
Not
it's maybe
in Tier
because
1, though, I guess.
Yes, that's why I was going to say it's maybe because it's Tier 1. So that in that case, it's very much deserved. The Tier 1 Future Talent Award has been given to Eversnacks.
Well done to Eversnacks. Not here this evening, but sure he will rewatch the stream and enjoy hearing that. So well done again to all the winners of the Future Talent Award, which you can see on the screen now. Now, coming up to what's probably the most interesting and entertaining section of the evening. I know Tipsy was looking forward to this, so was Tunari. It is the quiz. Dun dun dun!
Let's go.
And what we will do is it will be a Kahoot. So if you're familiar with Kahoot, you'll know that it's an online quiz. Everyone can join, so get your phones and computers out, and there's a pin to put in. I will just swap the slide over now so you can see. Let's go full screen. Great. So if you go to kahoot.it, the website, and you type in the game pin, which is 4135173, and you can put a name in there, your Discord name or whichever name you want. Maybe you want to keep it secret and be like Medium Tire or something. Then you can. And then we will start the quiz. And what happens, if you're not familiar, is the question will appear on stream with 4 options, multiple choice, and you just click which option you think is the correct answer. And you will get more points dependent on how quick you answer the question. And of course, only if it's right do you get the points. After each question there'll be a leaderboard that you can see. And everyone is flooding in. Look at that.
Look at that. Some absolute legends in this room already. Look at this, my goodness. But we'll not start it just yet. Give people a chance to hook this up, get the pin in, get themselves ready. I will have to say this is
Participant limit reached. Upgrade now.
Participant limit. What?
Wait a minute.
We didn't.
I'm going to spend some money. Let's hold the slide. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let's see how much it. Oh, it's only $2.99 per month. Sure. Let's hope it activates straight away.
I was just about to say, Joel, before this, that this is done by Joel. Joel set this whole thing up. I believe Joel wrote the questions, planned it all out, but he just forgot to pay, it seems.
Yeah,
So,
clearly I didn't test it.
didn't test it. We've tested everything except the bit that you have to pay. If you want money, we just kind of avoid anything to do with money. All right. But Joel's working on this now. Hopefully, we should get that limit sorted out and get more people in the quiz.
Why it's billed annually, for goodness sakes. Okay, fair enough. Sure. So it says it's $2.99 per month, which I guess is true, but I have to play 12 months in a row, sure, whatever. The things I do for SLR.
That's what I was going to say. Look at this, folks. Joel is literally spending real money
Live on
for the
stream.
sake of live on stream. I hope you're not
Revealing my
streaming
bank
this, Joel.
details.
I can see it all. I'm writing it all down.
And now he's going into his online banking to check.
$3,000? What? Yeah, it's not $3,000. Yeah. This was unplanned, folks, but don't worry. We'll get there eventually. But yes, this quiz, as Joel was saying, multiple choice answers. And Joel came up with these questions. I think there might even be little pictures and all. And they're very specific to, as Joel has said, the season, but also SLR. So fair enough, some people could say some of the newer guys might find some of the questions a little, tricky. They might have to guess them. They could probably figure them out. But of course, those questions will, of course, help those that have been here the longest. But then again, that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll get them right, because we've been here in this, what are we doing, SLR, 7-8 years, something like that?
Yeah.
A lot has happened in this this league. And Joel has really delved into the archives to find like real nuggets of like SLR lore and just interesting things that have happened. And so that's what's going to be on the question. So we've done our best to ensure that no one can cheat, because we all know some of you guys like to hop on Google and cheat, on GeoGuessr and things like that. So we're doing our best. We're doing our best. What's going on, Joel?
Okay, so it should work now. I'm going to restart. It will have to be a new pin. So I'll put that up now.
Okay.
So just
Joel
refresh and rejoin.
Yeah. Icewood saying he got kicked. Yeah, so Joel's just getting this set up because he's had to pay a lot of money to get this thing set up.
I hope it's not just one extra person over the limit that wants to join.
Yeah. You get them to send you get them to send you the price of it, Joel.
Yeah, I'll send you all an invoice at the end.
Yeah. Soon said, can you WhatsApp me the answers? No. Absolutely not. If anyone doesn't know yet, Kitsune is, of course, my lovely wife. So here we go. Look at this now.
Oh, they're flooding in.
Perfect. Kitsune joined. Kitsune joined. Oh my God, that Kitty joined. I'm surprised she's joined. She's not going to get any of these right at all.
Well, she's been here from the start, though, hasn't she? So.
Yeah, but she doesn't been paying attention. Listen.
If it's about crashes and safety cars, it might win.
Yeah, or maybe, yes. But Chief and anyone else that's married here can relate. Your wives don't take any attention to what we're doing, right? They just see us in the background playing our wee game with the guys, and they're just happy that they have a bit of peace to watch the TV. That's all it is.
Oh my days!
Look at that wonderful name for my podcast. I love it. The next one will be saying Ivor Biggin. Oh, so who have we got here? Let's run down just before we get on to this, because we want to give people the chance to join. We've got Eagle Ghost, of course. We've got Chief, Jeremy Doku, Icewind, Lover Lars. That'll be our recent guy, Lars, Tier 3 driver, Tier 1 driver, I think, as well. Action Brother, of course. We've got Tuna Fist, Tuna Man, Tunari, Virch, Larson, Christian, Gurla, Kitty, Sir Milos. Some people might not know who Milos is, but Milos has been with us for a long time. A wonderful young man. And he's hopping on. Hopefully we'll see him next season in the F1. Franz Herman, so that's probably Lepson. Billy, I'm not sure. Justo and Phil McCracken. I don't know if we're going to get any more.
Someone's left. We've just gone down to 18. If anyone wants us to hold and not start, let us know in the chat. Otherwise, we'll start in a minute.
Yes. Yeah, Lars has just correct me here. Yeah, it was tier 1, then tier 3 because I bitched. Not me, because he bitched. Yeah. That's not, I can understand. I know Lars was kind of frustrated with some of the, just trying to compete in tier 1. If I can just touch on that while giving people a chance to get in. I've raced in tier 1, used to race in tier 1 a long time with Chief. And for us, it used to be this kind of running joke whereby we would try to compete for P10 because getting P10 back then was an achievement. Getting P10 now, I probably even more difficult. Of course, there was no assist, but I'm not going to talk about that. It was no assist back then. It was really, really challenging. But so tier 1 is really like you're getting thrown in with the best we can give, and you can see like guys like Justin, they're just incredible, and so it can be a bit demoralizing for people trying to compete in tier 1. So that's why we obviously have these tiers for other tiers for people to compete in. So there should be something for everyone.
Okay, let's give it a go. There are 13 questions. Do your worst.
Okay, let's go, folks. Okay, get these questions up and running. So who do you want me to ask the first question, Joel? We'll do intermittent.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, first question, folks. Who won the first ever SLR race? Was it It's Triton, an old member? Was it Speedy, my wonderful Speedy? Was it Rados, legend? Or was it Chief? I don't know who that is.
Answers flooding in. We've got 11. You've only got 2 seconds left. Get your answers in. And we see 7 people got it right. The answer was Speedy. And Radeos got 3 votes. Triton got 2. But those who voted Speedy will get points. So remember, there are 20 seconds per question. So make sure to get your votes in as quick as possible. And let's have a look at the leaderboard. Justin guessed the quickest. He's in the lead. And Phil McCracken is filling in P2.
Go on, Phil. I wish some of these guys could see Speedy when he was racing because he was phenomenal. He was such a racer.
Let's move on to the second question. In season 17, this season, tier 1, which driver did not finish in the points in every race they participated in? So which of these drivers did not finish in the points in at least one race? A lovely stat nugget from Eversnacks.
The snacks, what is it? Snacks is stats? That's
Yeah.
easy to say.
And there we go. 4, the least voted one, Noah, was the correct answer, and only 4 people getting that one correct. 5 for Jammy and 6 for Touge, and no one for Justin. So people probably remember a race where Justin didn't score any points. I wasn't watching. I don't remember.
I see how the scoreboards are now. Joel, who we got at the top. Oh,
and Justin! Justin got it wrong!
Justin gets pipped. This is not often you see Justin lose pole position. Virgin Horizon pip him to the post here. P1 and P2. Let's move over, Joel, to question 3. Okay, question 3. By what margin did Danny Coe win Hungary Tier 1 Season 13 after pitting for intermediates and overtaking McKinder on the last lap? I actually was in that race. I was Danny's teammate, and yeah, that was just a phenomenal race. I enjoyed every moment of that. But yes, get your answers in, folks. What was the margin? 5 seconds to go.
Go and check out that video on the SLR YouTube channel as well, the montage that we put together. 0.138 seconds, just over a tenth is a correct answer. And lots of people thought it was a photo finish. I kind of chucked that answer in because it kind of feels like it should be. But he overtook him on the last corner of the last lap, and it was one of the best races I've ever seen. I was commentating on that, and it was absolutely fantastic.
You're getting corrected here, Joel, in chat. It was Justin he overtook, not McKender.
Oh, sorry. McKender was P3 then, or something.
That's right, yeah. That was mega race because I was with, like I said, teammate with Danny, and Danny says, "Bob, stick the intermediates on," or whatever it was. And yeah, it was so fun doing that race, man.
Thankfully,
but
Justin got that one right. I'd hope he'd know that one, Justin, if he was the one overtaken. So there we go.
Kitty, my wife, who has been here from the start, is 17th. Lars, who's only recently joined Kitty, is 10th. Come on, Kitty, up the game, woman.
Question 4. On which YouTube channel was the first season of SLR streamed? Was it Extreme Gaming League? Was it Slipstream League Racing? Was it Timo's channel or was it SRL Live?
Oh,
Back in the day, of course, it was called Slipstream Racing League.
that's right.
And there we go. It was on Timo's channel, which I can't find now. It might be private. I don't know. He does some
Yeah, it's private
ACC
now, yeah.
stuff. But yes, the original season of SLR was on Timo's channel. And those of you who have been around for a decent while will remember Extreme Gaming League, the original channel that Wimpy created. We were on there for quite a while. Up 3 places, Ocean Chief is the highest climber. But we still can't see him on the leaderboard.
Look at Milos squeezing in here. Look at this.
And Justin's still in the lead, like always.
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's move on to question 5. Which of these countries has not had a driver represented in an SLR race?
And remember, this is
India.
an SLR race and not just anyone in the server.
Yes.
So yes,
India, Japan, Albania, New Zealand.
interesting
5
one here.
seconds. These are really good questions, Joel. This is the first time I've seen them.
Albania, one for the GeoGuessr nerds out there. So yes, and remember Hugo's was from Japan, and he was the quickest driver by a mile for, what was it, 2 or 3 seasons a couple of years ago, if you remember him. Yes, and then the others were quite niche drivers that maybe raced 1 to 2 times, but Albania has never had a driver race in an SLR race. Maybe that will change next season, who knows. And Horizon, look at that, jumping up to 1st place. Okay, let's...
So Iceman's asking, who was from New Zealand, he's asking.
I can go back and look, but I can't remember the people's names right now. I knew it was going to come up. So, across all tiers in Season 17, which driver gained the most positions each race on average? So, from their qualifying position to their race position, how many positions did they gain overall on average? Was it Jammy, Justin, AR Gamer, or Larson? Think carefully about this. Obviously, if you qualify on pole, maybe you're not going to be leading this stat. The answer was Larson. So well done to those who guessed him. 5 votes for Jammy and 6 for our gamer and just 1 for Justin because people are too smart because he always qualifies near the front.
Yeah, I think anyone who's been here long enough probably would have went for Larson. I've often championed Larson. I think he's a great driver. I've raced him plenty of times. Very, very clean. Very, very consistent.
And Larson voted for himself and got it correct. So he's up to 4th place. Phil McCracken is nowhere to be seen.
That name, man. Okay, question 7. Other than Ocean Chief, who has served the longest on the SLR admin team?
Interesting
I used to
question.
be on the admin team. Did you know that? I used to be on the FIA.
Yes,
well.
I know. I had to use an option at the start and then I changed it because I thought maybe it wasn't that long.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on the race.
Danny Coe, he's been here since the start. And Icewind recently retired, if that's the word. Terra Incognita, of course, was an admin for quite a while. And myself, it feels like it's been 10 years. I mean, it feels like it's been 2 months, but it has in fact been a long time. There we go.
Joel, just before we move on, see that people are asking, can they still join the quiz?
You can.
Join it?
The pin is at the bottom of the screen. So you just go to coot.it. And we can wait a moment or 2 before we do the next question. So there are 6 questions remaining. Icewind up to 1st place. And Virch moving up the leaderboard as well. I like all the avatars that everyone's got. I wondered if you could customise them or they're just given out randomly.
Yeah, probably random, I would assume. But Justin has vanished, as you say, so it's Phil McCracken. And look at this, we've got Icewind at the top. So just holding off for a wee bit here if people want to jump on to the quiz. As you say, there's 6 or so questions to go. Action Brothers actually confirming for us here that you can indeed customize your little profile picture. So there you go.
So I wonder why Virch chose to put a dummy in Deer's mouth. That's an
Yeah,
interesting question.
While we're waiting on, I just want to touch on Virch. I've heard Virch commentating, was it yesterday on the event with the Chief? And I have to say, Virch is a really good commentator. I really like listening to him. Nice, clear voice. So hopefully we can get you back, Virch, for a bit more commentating, my man. But I'm shouldn't be talking about that. We're supposed to be focused on the quiz, but it just popped into my head.
Let's
So will we
continue.
go to the next one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question 8. Season 4, Tier 4 saw the debut of guest drivers from higher tiers starting last. Which guest driver gained the most positions? Good question. So, 5 seconds to go. Magnatech Senny can't see the pin. It's at the very bottom of the stream there. You'll see kahoot.it, game pin, and the number. There, Joel.
And the answer was Pretorius, and 7 people getting that right. So those guys have good memories. Icewind got 6 votes, Vinny and Hammer. Maybe because they're not racing now, they're not so well known, but they were very quick drivers back in their day as well. Let's see the leaderboard now. Phil McCracken is up 3 places, and Icewind is into the lead. It's very volatile, this leaderboard, isn't it? You can go from first to last in one question, it seems. So get your vote, get your guesses in quickly. So
Snack saying, I could have won this, damn!
Get your 4 questions remaining. So let's go for the next one. How many championships across all tiers have been won by Finnish drivers? The Finnish domination. Is it 7,
Yeah, SLR.
11, 10 or 9?
SLR was dominated for a while by Finns. It was almost like the LOR league. And then just at the end, they all just dropped off. So hopefully they come back next season for the new game.
Beaten by the French. And 9 is the correct answer. And only 3 people guessing that right. 7 guessed 7. 11 got 4 votes. Same with 10. Yes, so if you do remember, it was if I get this right, the Finns who have won the championship are obviously Tunanari has got 2, Makenda has got multiple, Tino Motocrosser has got 2, and I'm probably Meepo's got 1, something like that. All the Finns were counting. Icewind obviously got that right, so there you go. He's now leading by over 1,000 points, so chop chop everybody.
Motocross was a great guy. I really enjoyed his time when he was in the league. I really loved racing him. He was a great guy. But moving on to next question. Question 10, Joel. Here we go. Question 10. Joel and Eversnacks both hold the record in season 17 for what? The most qualifying laps completed in the season, the most positions gained in one race, the lowest race finish percentage, or the most amount of 3-second penalties in the season.
It was very fun putting these answers together, making up 3 of them. Oh, and everyone guessed that. I would have. No one guessed the most positions in one race. I thought I'd put something positive in there. And everyone gets it right. Maybe if it said Eversnacks, no one would have voted that. But there you go. There's a stat nugget for you. And Icewind got that one right as well, so no one catching. And Milos goes up into P4. So 2 more questions. Although 3 actually, aren't there? So SLR Season 5 saw the first race on which brand new track? Was it Imola, Hanoi, Vietnam, Zandvoort, Netherlands, or Sochi, Russia? So if you think back, which year was Season 5 in, and which brand new track was on the game in that year? And almost everyone gets it right with Hanoi in Vietnam. Of course, they never actually raced there in real F1, but we did 2 seasons on that, I think, and I absolutely hated it. It was horrid, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of the worst tracks, as well as Miami. And I know Lars will agree with me. Horrible track. Get off the season. Miami, terrible place to race. Anyway, Icewind's still dominant at the top.
Yep.
I don't think anyone's going to catch him, Joel.
Oh, I mean, maybe if he gets the 2 wrong and Virch guesses within half a second. But we'll see.
Okay.
2 questions
Moving
to
on
go.
to question 12. How many championship points have been awarded in total across all seasons and tiers?
Including the seasons where we awarded a point for fastest lap as well. So keep that in mind if you can do quick maths.
Good question. Snacks. See, this is the way we wanted this.
Yeah, there we go. 4,001 between to 7,000. It was in fact 4,018 of the total amount of points that have been awarded. I'm sure if I go back and do it a bit more carefully, there will be some races where we awarded half points, etc., but I didn't factor those in. But that's a rough estimate, and yes, correct. Well done to everyone who... And look at that, Icewind got that one right as well, so I think he can sit back and just watch the rest of the quiz now.
Yeah, pretty much. I have to say, Milos is doing... I was going to swear there. Milos is doing amazing. It's not easy for someone for where I live for this length of time without saying a bad word. Anyway, Milos is amazing here. I mean, like I said, he's been a long time, but he hasn't been as active, and he's second. This is incredible. Anyway, moving on to
Last question.
Last question. Which of these drivers is the only one to have received a time penalty this season?
So 3 of these drivers have not got a single time penalty this season, be it FIA or corner cutting or in-game. One of them has got at least 1 penalty. Who is that? Name and shame. It's Chief. Of course it's Chief.
Consistency king.
Yes. Consistently consistent, except when he gets 1 penalty. So there we go. And let's see the final standings. The podium. In 3rd place is Virch with nearly 4.3 thousand points. 2nd place is Milos. And 1st place, unsurprisingly, is Icewind. He's been here since the start, and he's proved that he knows the most about SLR. Larson 4th, Jeremy 5th. Well done to everyone. Hope that was a good
job,
bit of
guys.
fun.
To be fair, I've been here from the start too, and I wouldn't actually got some of them, so it goes to show you. Although Icewind's younger than me, so his memory's a bit better.
So let's swap. Oh, I've got an input video loop. That's fun. There we go.
We've just got the yes. Go ahead, Joel.
So we've just got the Teamwork Award to go. We will then vote for our favourite moment of the season, and then we'll speak to Justin, and then we'll find out who has won the F1 25 giveaway. So let's move on to the Team of the Season award. So this award is not necessarily the Constructors' Championships, although it can be, but it is to the team that have worked the best together with the best teamwork throughout the season and put in the effort to get good results. So Tipsy, could you please reveal to us the Team of the Season for Tier 3?
Most certainly, my man. Again, no surprise here. The winner for the best teamwork for Tier 3 goes to Ferrari of Ocean Chief and Futuristic.
Yeah, and also, of course, winning the Constructors' Championships, and we touched on that with Chief about how closely they work together. How about Tier 2?
Okay, moving on to Tier 2. The best teamwork of Tier 2 goes to V-Carb of, again, Ocean Chief and Lepson.
And those two finished in 2nd place in the standings behind McLaren of Horizon and Danny. And how about Tier 1?
Okay, and rounding us out for Tier 1, they have voted for the best teamwork goes to McLaren of Jamie and Christian.
Well done to all those award winners, and let's check in with Snacks and see what he has to enlighten us with.
Back to stats with Snacks for the best teamwork. And in Tier 3, you voted for Ferrari. We've already heard from them and they're 1-2 in Suzuka, but, well, let's hear from Chief again.
As much as I have an irrational, deep-seated hatred of all things Swedish, I have to say having Futuristic as my teammate was only mildly irritating, mostly due to his patchy attendance, and his singing spurred me on to greatness. And I'd also like to point out that his pole in Suzuka was something I, and probably he as well, will remember for a long time.
The best teamwork award for Tier 2 went to VCarp, with 3 races that they managed to finish behind each other. Japan, where they took 3rd and 2nd place, Saudi Arabia with 4th and 3rd, and then Miami with 4th and 5th place. Both of them managed to consistently get points for 2nd place in the Constructors' Championship, taking most point finishes out of any team. And for our last time, Stats with Snacks. Your Teamwork Award for Tier 1 went to McLaren. Not only did they meet on track quite often, they also managed to win the Constructors' Championship despite a faster Justin driving for VCarp. They didn't have a single race without taking any points, and they managed to take over 30 points in every single one of the last 4 races.
Thank you very much to Eversnacks for those enlightening stats and his final appearance of the evening. A round of applause for him. And what will be next? We are going to conduct our vote for the moment of the season. Now you'll see in the YouTube chat, in the pinned comment at the top of the chat box, there is a link to a Google form, so you can open that up. And what will happen is we will play 9 moments from throughout the season. Each have a number, so they're numbered 1 to 9 from a particular race from any of the tiers. And we'll go through the little 30-second clips of each moment. And then you can cast your vote on the Google form. And we will announce the winner at the end of the stream. So let's go with the first moment of the season.
Oh,
It's Tier 1
Attack on
Zandvoort.
Chief into turn 1. Oh no, okay, he backs out of it.
Oh my god, no.
No, what happened
Oh
there?
my god.
And it's through goes Magnussen, through goes Chief as well. SLR Larsen. You love to see it on the top.
Oh my
there
god,
goes
no!
Rotterdam. He's losing it. Who's that with him? It's Feature, no? He's going red today to Northern Ireland. Is Mr. Ocean Chief taking the checkered
Whoa!
flag to finish P1? One of Larsen who throws it into the wall and it's Eagle Ghost.
Oh my god, that was a photo
34,000.
finish. That was a photo finish.
34,000.
Went into the outside of his keyboard and it's grass. What happened there? Yeah, keyboard.
Look,
Oh, and the keyboard just flying through a straight. Look at this. Just deploy the whole battery. We got keyboard with straight line speed, which is powerful. Look at this. Look at this. He's going into the inside. I don't know. He's going to stay. Oh, what? Oh, shit! With the inside. Oh my god. Oh, they're still side by side. Is Chief gonna try there? He's deploying battery, he's pushing, but no, it looks like he can't. He's going to try to switch back away and Keyboard just going a little bit wide. Oh, that's going to be tough, but yeah, look at the straight line speed.
look at that.
Look at that, that's...
Now, so I think the race is underway just before the final.
Oh no! Oh my word. What a unusual safety car restart. I've never seen a safety car restart like that. That is high drama. Pretty good get away from him, but look, I can see the likes of Justin sneaking up the inside, taking the inside line there. And he is going to take a position here. Oh, I might have side by side into a Rouge here. It's McKenna, Christian. McKenna not looking to give up. Oh, and just a little bit of a rub in the back tire. Billy Thompson as well. Ooh, what's happening?
There's also no the inside there, and he's overtaken McKender and trying to take Night Owl here as well. Cannot quite do it.
Justin coming out of bus stop will take P1. Jamie P2. Noah, with that time penalty, will drop down a position. So Christian getting P3 for now. And I tell you what, Bailey did well to hang on to P4.
Of the race just started, and oh no, and he makes a mistake. Keyboard Mac.
He needs to go for it. Full send, full send. He needs to be in front here.
He needs to be in front. Will he secure it? Yes. Oh my god.
I think we have the winner of Tier 3. It's fucking going. It's OCG.
To do now is just pass boosted mess clean without no consequences, and he will most likely go on to win the race if he doesn't make a mistake along the way. It's so easy for Williams. Now, boosted mess won't really put up a fight unless he wants to. Crystal's just gonna breeze past him with no contact. Oh, what the? Have you seen that?
Yes, I saw it. We got it on live.
What?
Oh, Meeple and Jammy, yep.
Oh!
Oh my word, Jammy. Jammy is off track.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Pits and... Will
oh
he go for the
my word, Christian is... Oh my god, Christian is dead. His car is dead.
But that also means that Justin at the background is already side by side with Verge, and I think he will be able to make this move in the turn one. Let's hope he doesn't run into the front of the other guys, because they're into the back of the other guys who are in front on those older tires. So Justin up to P4 already. Meepo also follows him up to P5.
Yeah, Meeple doing all the right things. He's following Justin through. He's not letting him build up a gap or get ahead too far. As Justin goes for a move, and that spooks at Desi, who goes off track, I believe. I think it was a Desi anyway. Oh, and Meeple tried to go down the inside of Justin there. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last lap. It's going to get crazy.
McKender had full battery, so he might be able to defend this, maybe, unless Justin can do something around the outside on those soft tires, and he does manage to do it, I think. So McKender loses 2 positions because Meepo was also on the inside there. Meepo on the outside, and this is a massive fight for the lead of the race. The win of the race, actually.
Oh, he's going to go for it. He's got a run on Justin into turn 4. It's going to be too wide through turn 4. Oh my word, he collects him. Oh my word.
If he
oh, there's a lot of fighting. Sorry,
Piggy's,
Jeremy.
Piggy's dropping down the order.
Yeah,
oh my.
I saw, was that Piggy cutting a corner fully? There we got the perfect camera angle. Joel going for the lead of the Grand Prix. They're side by side. Oh, there's a little touch, I think. Don't do that, bro. There he goes on the inside. Oh, and he breaks it there, side by side. Oh my god. They're still not
I would recommend it.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah,
that is so
great.
difficult to battle through there.
They're
It's
still
so.
side by
Oh my.
side. Oh, Future is overtaking Eagle, goes on the inside, goes late on the brakes, but does.
Oh, bit of
if Larsson is going for Eagle Ghost, I mean the tire difference is so big,
Oh, yes.
but Eagle Ghost is not letting this go. They are still
That's
side
well,
by side.
very well
Oh.
defended.
Oh.
Lap now, Jersey is going for a move for the race lead on Danny Banani. Can he go round the outside in turn 1? No, he can't. Danny keeps the place. Can Jersey go for a move here for the lead on the last lap? He's gonna go round the outside. He keeps it on track, but Danny defends. Danny defends. Our gamer up into P2. Our gamer, 40% battery. He's got so much more grip. He's pushing, he's deploying. Danny Banani, I think, has a little bit more battery. Can our gamer steal this win from him? It's gonna be very, very close. Our gamer wins, but Danny is a tier 2 champion.
Now,
Oh,
so
Christian
Noah,
got a good start
McKender,
there.
teammates, and as I said, Christian gets a really great restart. He's already up to P3, or challenging at least for P3, and breaks pretty late on those fresh mediums, and I think he will be able to make that stick.
Oh, and look at this into turn 1. Christian going for extreme inside line. It looked like free wide there for a moment, but both McKender and Noah Oh, and he gets a really good run out. I don't know if McKenna compromised his exit there, but...
Oh my god. Yeah, that's so dangerous and bit of contact there, I think.
As Christian takes the lead of the race from Noah, and also Bailey going for that move for P3, might even go for P2 here. He gets a great run on Noah. Noah leaves the door wide open and Bailey takes P2. Oh, and Noah fighting back here. Actually, Bailey Thompson is out of ERS, so has compromised his run down to turn 1 and gets overtaken again by not only McKenna but Souls as well, and also Alex Norris peeking his nose in. Oh, look at this end of turn 1, or sorry, the last corner off the track. It's too wide, multiplied by 2.
Could he somehow hang on to this with those 16-lap-old hards?
Yeah, we've got 3 wide here. It's Aston Martin, Red Bull and Alpine. And who's going to come out ahead? It looks like Noah's got this done for now.
And we're gonna go 3 wide into the final corner. How is this gonna end up? That's jammy on the inside, and I think there's some sort of wheel banging actually.
A lot of contact. But let's go back. Ooh, very close here, very close. Is it Desi gonna get it on the line? It looks like he might. Oh, it's tantalizing close.
And there we have it. Those are the 9 nominations for the moment of the season. Get your votes in using the link at the top of the chat box to Google Form, and we will reveal the winner when the poll closes at the end of the stream. So, been an interesting, exciting night so far, Tipsy, but we do have one more important thing, well, a few more important things to do. First up is the Tier 1 section.
Ooh.
So let's play this video, beautifully narrated by Tipsy Bob and put together by Justin, that tells us the story of Tier 1.
10 races. 1 king. And a grid full of challengers.
This is the last lap. Look at the gap from P1 to P2. Joseph wants his win, and he's setting.
The reigning, defending, 3-time champion, Justin, began his campaign with one goal. Make it 4.
Here comes the champion, guys. That's a statement. That's a statement.
But Meepo had other plans.
Yeah, he's going to take the lead, and he's going to be able to hold it, I'd imagine.
A stunning upset in round 1.
He did it! He did it! Meepo, my man! Let's go, boy!
A storm of controversy in round 2.
Oh, he's going to go for it! He's got a run on Justin into turn 4. It's going to be too wide through turn 4. Oh my word! He collects him!
Victory taken.
I don't think he will be able to have Meepo across the line first.
Then stripped. The stewards ruled, and McKenna stood tall. After the chaos, Justin made his move. Back to Red Bull. Back to dominance. 3 races.
It's the win here at Zandvoort, across the line.
3 wins.
Justin across the line wins in Monza.
The message was clear.
Yep, well played from him, P1.
The king was back. But in Singapore, under the floodlights, a new challenger arose. One moment, one mistake.
Oh my word! He can't get it done. Remain across the line. What a great victory for him.
And Roma became the first new winner since McKenna. Then, no Justin, chaos, and a brand new name in the lights. Christian.
In emphatic style, crosses the line.
Belgium. Drama. A race of survival. Through the madness.
Listen, coming out of bus stop. Will take P1.
History. 4 titles. Back to back. To back. To back. A legacy cemented. In Miami, the story was clear. Last to first. Mission impossible. Not for Justin.
Last to first. Achievement unlocked.
And in Brazil, everything was on the line. One final battle for the constructors. Justin won the race, but McLaren won the war. A season of redemption. Of drama. Of dominance.
An epic montage for an epic season, and the champion of this epic season is Justin, who joins us in the commentary booth now.
Good evening.
Welcome, Justin, my man, the champ, the 4-time champ. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. The show is great so far.
Yeah, I have to say I'm enjoying it myself, and I think the people like that little video that we did. It's, of course, not the first time we've worked together, and it certainly won't be the last, but yes, I'm actually quite proud of that video as well as Justin, so congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
What? Getting on my squeaky chair here, that? Not very professional. But anyway, Justin, we have a few questions for you. We're going to change this a little bit. I'm going to ask you some, and then Joel's going to ask you a few, okay? So, first question. What practice schedule do you, let me get that again, right again. What practice schedule, you think I do these narration videos in one cut? Not at all, it's about 100 of them. What practice schedule do you use to get the most performance each week?
Wednesday, I wake up, have a bowl of porridge. Then at about 3, I decide, okay, I'm going to practice. Then at 6, there's the race.
Just like that. Tell me this.
Yeah.
This is off the cuff question. Do you have a little jam in your porridge?
A tiny bit, just for the extra.
Just a pinch. Maybe a little bit of sugar, strawberries.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. We'll talk about food some other time. But the next question is, how do you manage race situations and use them to your favor when fighting for a title?
Well, it's all about reading the situation, especially in the first stint, is kind of key. You kind of learn where the people around you are quicker or slower, and then use that to your advantage in the second stint, especially since a lot of the tracks were DRS chicken based. It helped a lot knowing whether or not I stay in front for the final lap or stay behind for the final lap. And even when it came to final lap situations, that came into play as well, ERS wise, being able to save and being able to push people in their worst parts of the track and then make the most of it and come out on top.
Okay. Funny comments here in the chat about asking the real questions from the wonderful Kel. Can I just point out, I'm just reading the questions, okay? I have no idea. Okay, if you have an issue with the question, send your DMs to Joel, all right?
Oh dear.
I'm just the voice here reading these things, all right? But for real though, I could actually ask Justin loads of questions because I've actually seen Justin very, 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 very early on when he joined another league, whenever they used to race, which was 2S, and he competed really a lot there. And he didn't have the same success back then, but he was getting better. He was progressing. And as I've said, I think I maybe have said in other streams or other interviews or whenever I used to commentate, Justin, I think I've pretty much said it to you as well, is that I and many others have been here, quite a while. We saw you progress, and yes, I know I'm going off the script here, but I just want to say that we've seen you progress to become this driver, and we did pick you early on. I think if you go back enough streams back, you will see some of us picking you as a future one to watch, like we did here today, picking out drivers like Action Brother, another guy to watch. So it's no surprise to some of us to see that you've progressed to this level of dominance, and then of course you really started to come into your own, really start to show that ability when you had like Danny and McKender really going for it, and you're so close to getting a title. I think Danny, didn't he pipped you by just the last race, so it could have been 5. However, it is only 4, and I don't say only lightly. It's 4 titles back to back to back to back. But you have won, indeed. You have won 4 championships. So the question is, now that you've won the 4 championships, you've pretty much cemented your name in the history books, the Hall of Fame, of which, it's good to get up there, what are your future ambitions?
First off, I appreciate the kind words. It means a lot. Future ambitions. I mean, look, F125 is coming out in a couple days, so start practicing that, and why not make it 5? Why not make it 6, 7, 8? Keep going until I eventually don't win and then retire. Boom, there you go.
Do a Rosberg, except with multiple titles. Win it here. Yeah. Basically, yeah. Well, that is the end of my bit of reading here for these questions. Of course, like I said, I could go on for a while. Well, I don't want to keep everyone here because, I can talk for hours. So we'll pass you over to the wonderful hands of Joel, and he's going to ask you some questions about the constructors.
Yeah, however, Justin did not win the constructors. Wah, wah, wah. It was Christian and Jammy.
All right, you see, it's old age. I'm 40 now. I'm allowed to give me get a slap. Sorry about that, Justin, that you weren't good enough to win constructors.
Yeah, the points say otherwise.
You were beaten by that much better team, McLaren.
Same.
No worries. Thanks for joining us, Justin, and we
Thanks,
will
Justin, man. No
worries.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So here are the actual constructors champions, Christian and Jammy. How are you doing, fellas? Are you here? Are you alive?
Yeah. Good. You guys?
Hello.
It's been a good stream.
Cool. Like to hear it. We've got a couple of questions for you, having been the constructors championships. I will just get the slide up. McLaren Formula 1 team. First off, Christian, you won really early on in the season, and Chief tells me it was your first win. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Maybe it was. Was it your first win in Tier 1? Is that what it was?
Yes, my in Tier 1, yeah.
There we go. How did that feel to be leading a race? Because my extremely limited experience of leading races, I sort of get really nervous and then crash. How do you manage yourself in those sorts of situations? Or have you been in it too often and I'm just too scared?
Well, sorry. I saw the gap. I pulled out of DRS of Noah, and for some reason I just got calm. Maybe I think I didn't stress out. I just felt like I wanted to see how far I could win by, and it made me more confident in the race, which was only good, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And Jamie, coming on to you now, you didn't win a race this season, but you had multiple P2s. How do you manage to get the most out of your race if you don't necessarily have the best pace on the grid? Of course, being maybe behind Justin a couple of times and some other very quick drivers, but still managing to focus and get the most out of every race.
Pick my moments, battle when I need to, and don't battle when I don't need to. And then just don't oversend for a win and potentially crash out.
Yeah, that's probably an important point that lots of people can learn. And we will say, how did you guys work together? Did you I'm assuming you got along well, but how was it communicating and trying to go for that championship in the last couple of races?
Well,
silence. We didn't work well together. I hated the season.
No, man. Christian.
That's how you do it, folks. Say nothing.
Christian has been a goated teammate. Been super fun. The banter, and fortunately, he's extremely quick.
Christian, anything to add?
Yes, I mean, Jamie's a lovely teammate as well. I mean, in the races we communicate good. I mean, switch positions, what not to do, and he basically my race engineer as well. And yeah, a bit of banter. after the race also, which it's good.
Cool.
Yeah, can I just add there, Joe, before you
Yeah.
move on, that just to touch on these two guys, that I think these guys are a breath of fresh air having in I suppose any league really. Not only are they're just lovely guys, they're lovely guys to talk to, even just to listen to. Incredibly rapid drivers, very respectful, but they're also very helpful to a lot of the other guys in the tiers. I know specifically Jamie has been helping like the likes of Ocean and stuff, and we'll help talk to other people and help other guys improve their game. So it's not like they're just out for themselves. They do try to lift the community as well, and I just think it's a pleasure. Although we don't speak that often, guys. As you know, I'm kind of always looming about the place. I see it, and I think you are a breath of fresh air to have on the league, and I hope you stay a bit longer, and hope maybe you can topple Justin once and for all, my guys.
Thank you for the words, and that is the hope. We are coming for Justin next season. Don't you worry
Yeah.
about that.
More of the same.
Watch your back, Justin. They're coming for you, my man.
Full send.
Thanks, guys, for joining us, and thanks for a very entertaining season. I hope to see you back here next year.
Cheers, and cheers for the stream. It's been really fun to watch.
Thank you.
Thanks,
No
guys.
problem.
Good luck, boys.
Bye.
Bye.
And there we go. That is Tier 1 wrapped up and done. A couple more important things. Of course, we've got the big award to come, the Driver of the Season award. And two other things. We have the F1 25 giveaway, which we will do imminently. And then we will also announce the winner of the Moment of the Season award with you guys been voting. So get your votes in if you haven't already on the Google form. Right. Time to spin the wheel of fortune. Everyone who has been in the stream chat and has interacted in the stream chat has been put into the wheel, and it will randomly generate a winner. If you have been lurking and you haven't chatted and you want to be in with a shout of winning, put your name in the chat and we will make sure to get you involved. Now I've got to look around the wheel whilst it's spinning and see if I've missed out any names. Yeah, okay. Well, oh, I could do that, couldn't I? That would make sense. Just look at the list.
It's going to be funny. You're going to see the chat box light up now when you see this.
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got most of the people in here already. Of course, admins.
Do you know what's hilarious? Can I just say, you've spelt my name wrong. Someone spelled my name wrong.
Where?
It's got an E in it. E-N. If you want to invoke the, that's not me. That's Lars.
Oh, no one can see this yet. It's just you. But I don't know what your real name is. I assumed it was Bob.
Whoa. Hold on the stream. Well, how long have we known each other? Literal years. Literal years, and you still haven't figured out that the name on the frickin', what do you call it, the stream, Damien, there's my name.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that now. What?
This is slightly rigged because, not that I'm saying it's because it's not rigged.
Well,
it really
Chief
isn't,
wrote it out, so he's the one who spelled your name wrong.
Yes, Chief should be T. But the thing is funny is that Kitty's entered this as well. Yes. Okay, I'll send off him. Let's go.
Okay, let's swap over to the wheel. Just check what Chief is telling me. Okay, he's spamming names. I forgot this person and this person and this person. Okay. Cool. Let's pop over to the wheel of... Here we are. This is the wheel, everyone. Say hello to the wheel. The wheel. The wheel. There's no Michael McIntyre presenting it this time. But we will spin the wheel and see who will win the copy of F1 25. Here we go. Blimey, that's quick.
It's exciting.
Oh, and it's Noah.
What?
Because he failed at GeoGuessr, he's getting a sympathetic gifting of F1 25. Well done to Noah. The Finns always win.
Yeah, they always figure out a way of winning. Isn't that, what's that again? They were saying the Finnish teamwork, isn't that right? Oh, teamwork. Good job, Noah. Congratulations. He says time to refund the game. Oh well, if only he knew someone that would like to race again and bought a
Yeah.
wheel specifically for it. I wonder.
They've reduced the price this year as well, so you could buy 2 of the games if you really wanted to.
Yes. Anyway, congratulations to him, man. Good job.
There we go. Let's do the moment of the season award now, shall we? And then we'll do drive of the season, and then we can wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
So, in 3rd place for the moment of the season is Tier 1 Jeddah. We saw that amazing battle with Noah hanging on to defend P2 on old hard tyres for over half the race. 3 votes for Tier 1 Jeddah with 12.5% of the votes overall. That came in 3rd place. 2nd place is Tier 1 Hungary with 6 votes, 25% of the votes. And surprise, surprise, Tier 3 Brazil is the winner of the moment of the season. That epic overtake of Ocean Chief to win the championship over Keyborg Magnussen will probably be replayed for seasons to come. We won't forget that. So well done to those involved in Tier 3 Brazil. You have won the moment of the season. Now, moving on to our final award of the season, and this is the Driver of the Season award. So this award is given to the best driver of the season in each tier, not necessarily the champion, but the one who has shown the greatest skill and focus throughout the season. So, Tipsy, would you please do the honours?
Most certainly, my man. I will do the honors. I've been really enjoying the live chat tonight. It's wonderful to see everyone on the chat and the chat popping off. We like to see it, and some quite humorous comments. But moving on to this, Joel, the driver of the season. The season is the driver, if you have correctly said, people have voted as the best guy in the tier. So, Tier 3, the driver of the season award has been voted to or towards Ocean Chief.
Well done. That's his 82nd award this evening. He'll have to come back tomorrow to collect the rest of them.
Yeah, Chief's PayPal has been very, very active this week, you can tell. Anyway, Tier 2, driver of the season. The drivers have voted, and they have voted. The driver of the season for Tier 2 is Danny Banani.
The champion again. Well done, sir. And how about Tier 1, the final award of the evening?
Yes, and to wrap it up, the final award of this evening, the Tier 1 Driver of the Season award, forgetting how to speak, goes to Justin.
Well done. And all 3 champions deservedly so. And celebrate their success for a number of seasons to come, I'm sure. And that wraps up all the awards this evening. It's been an enjoyable evening. Lovely to host it with you, Tipsy, and great fun in the chat, specifically with a quiz as well. It's been a real highlight, and we'll certainly look to do something similar at the end of next season too. And before we go, let's not forget everyone behind the scenes in SLR, the admins, the commentators, FIA, the content creators who create the thumbnails and the videos you've seen this evening, and everyone else who has put in a lot of effort for the stream this evening, at late notice too. So thanks everyone for helping out throughout the season, and specifically this evening as well. So a big round of applause to those guys. And yes, we will be with you soon for news about the next season, season 18, the first on the new F1 25 game. And I'm sure as everyone gets their hands on it, we'll be hosting some social races and to get up to speed. So keep an eye out in the Discord for that. But with that being said, I think that wraps it up, Speedy. It's been a good evening.
Speedy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Speedy.
I'm thinking about him all the time.
You just attributed me a guy from England as me. Although there could be worse people. Speedy, I love Speedy. He knows that. But yes, I have thoroughly enjoyed this evening, Joel. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, but it was nice to be back on the comms with boys and boys. That sounds really wrong. See, I stepped again. See, I stepped up. I'll just stop talking and I'll say thanks everyone for taking part. I look forward to see what the new game brings.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you next season.